I'm going to look.
And hello, everybody. This is Eliz-sha Keating from wisdomseekers.net. And I have a special guest with me today. And you met her the other day, Kenna Hawk. We're here live with the Hawk. But I'm going to do air, which is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius for May 31st to June 6, 2020. And I'm going to get that out of the way. Then we're going to do our magic. Okay, so let's start out. The first card I pulled was Take the Lead. And anybody who watches this and follows the energy of this, we are energetic leaders in what we're doing. And interesting. So I'm just going to shuffle these for a minute because they are not in order. Well, they're not in not order. They're just in the wrong order. So okay, that's better. The first card is the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles, because it is simply a group of people, is the energy of confidence, and it is time. And we're going to be taking the lead. We should feel like we are confident, and that's very important to me, actually. So and it's important to you too, by the way. I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted. I had a dream last night that I was doing readings and I was so distracted I couldn't do the readings. I guess I manifested this today. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles, we are confident, we are self-assured, we know what we want, and hopefully it agrees with what spirit wants to, or universe, whatever. We're going places. We don't actually know how we're getting there. We just know where we want to be. So it takes a bit of courage. It takes a bit of confidence. But most important, it takes balance. So this is going to be a week of staying in balance. And what's behind us is the star, the goddess. And the goddess means there is a great deal of support for what we're doing. There's strength in the goddess because she likes things in couples. She likes things in pairs. And being in a couple and being in a pair doesn't necessarily mean you agree with everything that the other person says. But the bottom line is, when it's necessary, when it's really important, the support is there. And the fact is, the goddess supports those around her. She demands a lot, but she's very supportive. And again, we have another major arcana, and it's the Wheel of Fortune, and it's just below us. So it's the goddess supporting us. The Wheel of Fortune is telling us we've finished, we're going up a level. And all last week, that has been the theme. The ending of energy, beginning of something new. And you could feel that within the people. You could feel the people going, I feel lost, I feel insecure, I'm not sure what's happening. Because the void between the levels is a very difficult place to be. So we did that. This week, we're there. And now we are going in the King of Wands. And again, I'm going to read it as an energy. The King of Wands sees things. He's aware of things. He's not always necessarily the nicest human being, because he will not help unless he feels like it or he sees it's necessary. And that's part of our energy, is being a little selfish. And you know what? That's all right. Being a little selfish is all right, because that way we don't overextend. We don't give away so much of our power that we're flat on our backs, we're trying to just survive the next few minutes. Okay. So yes, it's all right to be selfish for yourself, or for those you love too. So the Knight of Wands, and I'm going to read that on top of the King of Wands. Part of what's happening is, with his knowledge, more knowledge, new knowledge is coming in, and we are becoming more aware of what's happening around us. And it's not new knowledge. And I say this over and over again, it's old knowledge. We're remembering, but we're remembering a lot more. And we're sure of ourselves. We're more confident. And what does that bring us to? The Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles says we are reaping the rewards of having put in the effort. So how are we reaping the rewards? Hopefully with knowledge, which I just said we were. But partly it's a time to maybe put your feet up. Maybe it's time to be a little selfish and look after yourself. Maybe it's time to watch the world go by and see the clouds move, and take that time. Watch the clouds move across, and that means no getting up and running around, no jumping up and making the peanut butter sandwich because somebody's hungry and they're 15 years old and don't know how to make a peanut butter sandwich. They can make a peanut butter sandwich, promise you. So look after yourself, reap the rewards. And the more you settle down, the more you sit quiet, the more you will receive, and it will be knowledge. And the knowledge you will receive will be of benefit in your day-to-day life. All right. So you're not going to get that running around chasing other people, trying to make sure they're happy. And by doing that, by sitting back, receiving this information, then you will help all those around you in a far more expedient way. So we are the leaders of the new lifestyle. We are the new generators. We are the teachers. We are the way showers. And this card, been getting it for months for us, months and months. We know what's happening. So the next card, it's a difficult card, but if you read it in its context, it's not so bad. The Devil. The Devil card is facing your inner demons. Literally, I mean, yes, it's a play on words, isn't it? Mm-hmm. But facing your inner demons, seeing, and if you can see this woman closely, she doesn't like what she sees in the mirror. But in truth, what she sees in the mirror is her shadow part. It's not who she is. So we need to release our shadow. We need to let go of that which holds us tight. We need to release that which is holding us down like an anchor. And if that means letting go of someone you love, let him go. Doesn't mean he's gone, just means you let him go. And having let him go, the energy flows, moves, you shine. And I'm saying he and she, because majority of you are female, but it works the other way around too. Do not hold on to those you love. Let them go. Once you let them go, the energy flows much better. We get frustrated this week. We get frustrated because we are not capable of seeing what we're moving into, the grandiose energy we're moving into. But we are. So hang on there. We get to celebrate this week. This is going to be a week of up and down and round and about, which means our emotions we're feeling our emotions this week. And hey, we just spent a week feeling our emotions, right? Dang it. But we are feeling our emotions this week. So take the good, enjoy the good, breeze through the oh dangs, and just say, yes, I accept it. Flow with it. And it will bring you to a higher form of joy, of maturity. Is there work? Darn right there's work. Mm-hmm. But one of the cards that I really love, and not a lot of readers like this card, but I love this card, the High Priestess. Because the High Priestess, she's got a bad rap, but it's only because people don't understand her. We are becoming the High Priestess. We're becoming the ones that can see what's really there. We have the veils gone from our eyes. We have the clarity. And we know not everybody can do that. Not everybody can understand where we're at or where they're at. and we can see, and we're readers, right? Most of us, even the people we read for, many of you are already readers. You know that you're going to give these people advice, and they're going to go, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. And then we get to turn around and say, hey, told you so.
Told you so.
Exactly. So basically, most of this week is we're going to be flying on a high energy. But the important part of us, and this is 8 of Wands, the important part is it's grounded, really grounded. So the last card, and I put it to the last card because it's kind of a special card, it's Cloud 9. And that's the wish card. We get to make a wish. So make a wish. And being on Cloud 9, if you're from a different country and you don't know what Cloud 9 means, basically it means being very happy and enjoy. So it's time to take the lead, and the whole card deck reading said the same thing. It's time to take the lead because we're in mastery. We're stepping into mastery. And there's many levels of mastery before you say, no, it's not happening to me. Yes, it's happening to you, but is that happening at the level you're at? And that's fine, because there you go up and up and up. If you met Jesus Christ now, after being passed on for 2,000 plus years, he would be at a totally different level of mastery than he was when he was here. So we all grow, we all continue. And that is what will happen with us. We're stepping into mastery, we're growing, we're changing, we're becoming who we truly are. And with that, hi Kenna, and hi everybody else.
How's everybody doing? That was a beautiful reading. Beautiful and perfectly fitting. Perfectly. And I made a big long wish because I have lots of people to include in it, you know?
Oh, right. So I love the wish card, honestly.
I do too. I always make a wish before, and then when the card comes up, I'm like, okay, well, let me make a stronger one. Just because it came up. Wait a minute, let me change that. But, you know, sometimes.
And the thing is, also, we change and shift, right? We become, and when we change and shift, our desires, our needs, our wants change and shift as well. And before Elle kills me, hi Elle.
Hi, honey.
I mean, I might as well let you two chit chat for a minute before interjecting and saying, hey, we got to
stop the whip.
Someone's got to crack the whip.
Yeah, and that's my Elle. And I cannot find us on here. Oh, that's because I'm on
not on YouTube.
That's because I was on Facebook.
Uh-oh.
All right. So Moonfeather starts us off with,
hi Moonfeather.
Hi ladies. How are you?
We're good.
Hawk. Weird. Says hi.
Who says hi?
You did.
Oh, well, I knew it was a hawk, and I thought, well, okay, it's one of my daughter-in-laws or one of my kiddos or one of my sister-in-laws, so it was me. I already forgot.
It was you. Lola B asks, hello, what are Michael's intentions with me? Get your phone.
Oh, it's my phone. I haven't learned that yet. Thank God I've got Elle, so she can. So, do you want to take that one? Because I fielded that one not too long ago.
Yes, absolutely. Would you please repeat the question for me?
What are Michael's intentions with me, Lola B?
Oh, maybe I didn't, because Lola B sounds like a new name.
No, you did.
Okay.
Or a variation of.
Yeah, so just grab her name and call her to you. I'll help you.
Okay. Okay, what Spirit is showing me is that this relationship, there's an age difference. Now I'm going to need a yes or no, because that's how I read, and I can't get the comments from YouTube.
But the problem with that is, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry.
Don't worry about it. It's no big deal.
There's like this long a list of comments. And
okay.
if Elle goes down to find it, then she loses her space.
And it's just very dizzying.
And
so
ask when you got hold of her energy, ask the energy yes or no.
Okay.
It's a little bit difficult when there's only one moderator, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
I feel like this is a lopsided relationship. This
You
is what I'm
got it.
picking up. Yes. I picked up whether it's an age difference or whether it's a belief system difference or whether it's a living situation or marriage or just coexisting or thinking about coexisting. I honestly, what I'm receiving is while you love and care for this person loves and cares for you, but not in the way you want them to. So you can either write it out and you can slowly try to retrain this man, or you can just sit back, have fun with this man, and unless you're married. Let me see if you're married. You're going to help me, Elijah? Grab that. No, not married.
She does not want that on live TV, live in.
Okay, so just don't talk.
We'll just basically what I think we go with that one is love yourself. You're the most important person in the universe, and when you love yourself, what would you do? And we'll just leave it at that.
I apologize to everyone. I have a different style. I have no.
That's
Still.
don't ever apologize for who you are.
Okay, so I guess just what I see and hear and what's been told to me, I just kind of blurted out. And that's why I tell people I like direct questions and it's no big deal. This is just how my style of reading.
Yeah.
And so when I get a direct question, I'm just like, there it is. But
it just for this style, we do have to modify it a little bit.
Okay, so
when you do your own readings,
yeah,
that's totally different. It's just for but we've got like 2 minutes per person.
Yeah,
and we just
okay. Well, let's roll
as many as we possibly can.
So because we both stop at an hour.
Okay, because I can't see the feed. So let's snap your fingers, Elle, and tell me to hurry.
Miriam M says hi. Angel T asks, if my boyfriend Jay comes back to me, will he be genuine?
No.
No.
Nope.
I didn't even have to insert a bitch comment.
And that's okay. He's not the one.
Yeah.
And you're the one. You are the one. Choose.
And the truth is, if the universe has shut the door, it's because there's something better coming.
Amen.
If you allow it. That's what I'm telling people. Go with the flow.
Change is strange and it may hurt for a second, but in longevity, you'll be a lot happier for your life.
Yeah, you don't have to go through divorces and stuff like that. Okay, let's
next.
Yeah.
Jasmine Fox asks, hey, what are the messages regarding my college? Thank you.
Higher education. I get that she's in college and she's going for a specialized
degree.
Yes, and it happens to be something mind, body, spirit, and it's something in the spiritual, but it's got an official title as such as psychologist, maybe.
Don't know actually. I do know the rest of it's correct. But and she usually wants to know if she's going to get into her class or whether she'll do well. And Jasmine, you're going to do well. Promise you that. Have faith in yourself.
She's a lot like me in that she feels like she's not good enough or smart enough, and that's not true. I tell this to people all the time. If you want a degree, if you're not strong in that subject, don't sweat it. Do the best that you can. You can take an incomplete or you can take the course over. Big whoop. It's a piece of paper, but you need that piece of paper for your
and also seasonal degrees.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so you'll make it. I see you making it, but you're your hardest critic.
Yeah. Who's next?
Miriam M asks, do you see me getting a new job that's permanent?
No.
Not permanent?
It looks like she's gonna before she finds that permanent place where she wants to be. Is this a woman? I get a woman.
Miriam.
Okay. So she's not happy really in what she's doing. but it's all she knows pretty much. And she'd like to branch out. So when she does choose, like she's going to get a series of 3 jobs in the next 2 years. I don't know why, but there's going to be like about 3 jobs. So don't stress out if you don't like it, or if something happens and you're no longer there. That's spirit moving you in your life, because spirit knows what's best for you and can open doors for you. And even though it looks like a total nightmare failure, it's not. It's spirit moving you and directing you and showing you this way, baby. Not, that way you don't knock heads. But I see that you can be successful. You just need to calm down, settle down, and have a routine, baby. Have a routine. That's it.
Yeah, and I got that too, that the next few jobs are going to be teaching jobs. That they're going to teach her a lot till she's ready for what she needs to do. Okay.
Nancy P asks, will I ever get pregnant by the Libra man? And if I read it the way she wrote it, it would be very confusing.
No, I got the same thing as Kenna.
Rather than try to choose someone I know that you're seeing someone or you want to get pregnant by this gentleman that's a Libra. That's a good way of not saying the person's name or not giving, I like that, but I actually don't see that. And I think that let this relationship play out. And if I'm not mistaken, and I could be, I don't know, but I did hear that there's some fertility issues on his part, not yours.
Okay, and also it's not just that. As you say, let the relationship play out. It's the universe interceding on your behalf. Okay.
You're so eloquent and nice, and I'm just very blunt. I apologize to all of you.
Don't apologize
for being you.
we want you to be you. Okay.
Queen Bee Ray asks, if Mike and I have a child together, how will it look? Can you describe the personality of this child? No.
Personality?
Of the child that might happen.
Do you feel a child in spirit?
Honestly, no. So this is a potential energy. There is a potential energy, whether it's with Mike or not. I don't feel it's with Mike. And as you change and shift, the entity that's a potential also changes and shifts. It's very hard to put a definition of what the person or energy would be like when it hasn't settled on it. It hasn't settled itself in its mind what it wants to be.
Totally agree.
Okay, so next.
Moonfeather asks if I'm not sure if questions are allowed today, but the 4-year anniversary of my grandmother,
Speaking.
Elaine, sorry.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, great, thank you. Can you answer that?
Yeah, just you're
Sorry,
distracting. Okay.
Come on over, Elle.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Let me see you. Hey, girlfriend. What you doing?
Hello. All right. Moonfeather asks,
okay.
Today is the 4-year anniversary of my grandmother Elaine's passing. I was just wondering if she has anything to say, please, and thank you so much.
Elaine was the little dark-headed lady, correct?
Let
me see if I can get her.
Yeah.
Yep. Is she a little dark-headed lady?
It doesn't say right now.
Okay, I have the energy. And does she have anything to say? She says that I get a little dark-headed lady, and she's very bird-like, like little tiny lady. She's talking about, I think you were young. I think you were a lot younger when she passed. I don't know how to, okay. I'm a different style reader. I like yes and no's, and I don't have.
So, okay. It's okay.
What do you do, Elle?
So it was 4 years ago. Today's the anniversary of 4 years since her grandmother passed away.
You know, when it's the anniversary of their death, or it's your birthday, or it's a holiday, or it's a family gathering, or a wedding, or whatever, they generally are around you that day very, very, very strongly. So but your grandmother's wanting you to do, ooh, I got cold chills. Okay, there's spirit confirmation. I'm not only sweating under my arms, but I got cold chills. So, yes, she's talking about, you took something out. You did something. I don't know. She's talking about some flower arrangement or something. And I know that's totally normal because I used to live at the cemetery. But what she's saying is, do you have, I ask questions, Elle. I don't know how I'm going to answer it.
No, that's okay.
I
So
don't answer that. I don't have a
Eileen.
direct message, but I have the lady.
Yeah, you do have the lady.
Could we come back to her when Eliz-sha comes? Because a lot of times she'll open the door and then information comes to me.
Okay.
Until I grab that person.
But just so you have confirmation now, she was a very tiny lady and did have dark hair. So you are spot on the description. You got the energy.
Okay, this little lady, she never had a hair out of place. She was always dressed nice, and she wants you to continue on with your life. And she keeps talking about a child. And I don't know if you have children, or if you're expecting children, or if you have I don't know, but she keeps talking about a child that is to come. That's what she's talking about. And something about, she's showing me what I call like the backyard, because I'm from the South. So like there's something out there in her, you like to be out in her lawn. I don't know what I'm seeing. It's got a lot of birds. That's what I see. She'd sit out there and watch birds. Now, Eliz-sha, I tried to grab her. She's someone's grandmother.
Yeah, no, you did a good job. I can feel it.
Yes?
So
Okay.
Eileen is the grandmother, passed away 4 years. If you have anything to add.
She comes in with a tremendous heart overwhelming sense of love for you. And that's what I get the first thing. And you probably already told her that, right?
Yeah, no.
So
once I get them and I get confirmation that this is the person that you're looking for, that's when I feel that love. But until I connect with them, I think I stop that. So
yeah,
that's something I'll need to work on. Yeah.
Actually, you were spot on. So Moonfeather says, I have a child, but I think I will have another.
yeah, I
Her
agree.
backyard, her old backyard is where I used to watch birds a lot.
Yeah, no, but the overwhelming feeling of love is really powerful.
So
Sometimes I find that coming in from spirit, the love is so strong. I just want to cry.
yeah. So Kenna, my advice is just trust yourself. You have the right answer.
And Elle's really
you
good.
all.
Yes,
because this is serious. I want it to be accurate. You know, I don't want some crazy stuff coming out. And as a reader, it's really, it's not tricky, but because we're readers and because, you know, this is our profession, this is our job, we want it to be accurate. You know, it's like,
yeah, exactly.
they do a good job. They're excellent. Well, it's not my ego that wants to be that way. I promise you that. It's just that this is my job and I work for a higher, you know, I work for.
Yeah. But trust the higher power in you.
Yeah.
Right.
And
good advice.
If I can give you confirmation as you're doing this reading or correct you from a misunderstanding on my part, I will. It's hard sometimes because like when you first came on with Aaron, the chat was going insane with how many people were talking to each other and asking questions. I do try and give what.
And Elle does that for me too.
Yeah. But
and I appreciate that, Elle, because I know how confusing it can get. I do.
Yeah. No, you're doing an awesome job.
Well, thank you for teaching how to grab how to grab her name. Thank you so much.
That makes it a lot easier, right?
Yeah, you're my training wheels for right now on this grabbing thing.
Yeah, but you're doing great.
all right.
Okay,
So
we're
next
moving
question.
on.
Lupe C asks, who's a better man for me, Gemini or Libra?
I've had this one before. I already know the answer.
Yep.
The one that sounded the strongest, or I felt was the strongest, was the Gemini. And I might have told you not to be with the Gemini. So this is where we're going to have to see. That's what I got. But I'm also a Gemini. So don't know. Could be the Libra. Now I choose Libra because they're balanced. I like them. If you want a balanced guy, yeah.
They're also air.
Ma'am?
And Libra is also very air, which means they're in their minds a lot. But so is Gemini.
They're both kind of bratty.
Thanks.
I'm surrounded by Libras. They're both kind of bratty.
I like Libras. I'm a Gemini.
I'm a Libra.
I have
They're
3
kind of
Libras
fun.
in my life right now. My mom, my sister, and my nephew.
Yeah.
They're all brats.
Anyhow, let's go on.
Ew. Wait till Elle has a baby.
God willing. I
One
don't
day,
think
maybe.
I don't
We'll
know if
see.
she wants to have one anymore.
I don't
I
blame
have
you.
yet to find the right person to have one.
Ding, ding, ding. That's smart.
Positive for life.
So let me
Well,
see.
you asked
Yeah.
me to go on.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
You open and I'll get some more information as you look.
Oh yeah, we'll go do that. Read the next one, and I think I agree with Kenna actually. But be open-minded to each. You can't get that information from us. That information has to come from yourself.
True,
About
and I
whether
don't.
Gemini or Libra is better for you. We can tell you what we feel.
Right, and it's.
But you're the
it's-
one that lives with the situation.
Yeah, and I wonder if also there could be someone else down the road that's better suited. That's kind of what I'm feeling, that she's limited herself to these 2 people and just stopped. And while these can be your 2 favorite people for now, take some good long time to be around them a lot and see what gets on your nerves.
So I have a question to Kenna.
Yes, ma'am.
How many times have you fallen in love, been passionately in love, thinking this is the one and only, and then it didn't work out, and you go 5 years later, oh, thank God.
Oh my. Oh my goodness. There is one case that was just heartbreaking. It just broke my heart. And it took me 20 years to get over that one. And I decided after that, I wasn't going to fall in love that deep. Just wasn't going to protect myself because I was young and I had young kids. So I couldn't put my whole life on the line. But I think probably everybody that I liked and they said they liked me, as you're young, you don't know anything. And oh boy, this is the one, I'm going to marry him. You're 15 or 16. Well, yeah, you can, but
You change and you grow.
you do. You change and you grow, and it hurts. There's lessons. Sometimes you hurt the other person by leaving. Sometimes it's a mutual thing, and sometimes it's just the way it's going to be. And that relationship served its purpose. It taught you something, or you taught something, or you learned something. It's a lesson sometimes. So from that time on, I did not know what I was doing but I learned. And now even at this age, honey, if I had to start dating again, oh gee.
Yeah.
Just
And
love.
women, they think that the man they're with, and we do it doesn't matter how old you are, you think that
No.
the one you've got a crush on, the one you love, is the one and only, and there's never just a one and only.
No,
All right,
it
I'm gonna
didn't.
start cracking the whip.
Okay.
Okay.
But real quick, positive for life and Jennifer Schwab both say, trust yourself. You're doing fantastic, Kenna.
That's because I've got everybody, all the help is on here and up, from universe, from God, spirit, however you want to say it. I'm blessed, and I don't mind sharing. I know I rattle, so she's cracking the whip, but I thank you so much for the validation and the confirmation, because somehow that makes me calm down, and I'm gone, like, okay, you're on, you've got it, you're connected. So be quiet, Kenna. Go ahead, Elle.
Okay.
I'm scared of Elle.
Asks, sorry?
I'm kind of scared of her. She's cracking the whip on her mama over there.
Oh, she does. I'm scared of her too.
It's okay. I have a lot of strangers scared of me.
That is true. And she's 6 foot tall and she walks like
Oh,
I own the world.
I would too. I'm 5'2", so if I was that tall, I would feel like I was owning the world too. That's kind of
Yeah.
power.
and she's not afraid to tell you what she thinks.
Speaking of, we're
Let's
moving
go
on.
Okay.
President for Life asks, hi, will I have support when I need it with supply/money and other things to get my business started this July? It's all coming together now, finally. LOL. Thank you.
I feel like you've had some resistance on the people that you have asked for help, such as people in the position of having some, resources that they're not willing to share with you. So you're gonna have to look outside of that into, I see you as being successful, positive for life, because you're doing the work. And with that work is coming a new you. And with the new you will come new people, because you're vibrating at a higher rate. And you set some intentions and goals, is what Spirit is telling me, for your business and for your life, because it is in the spiritual. And that you're on track.
Yeah,
I
I agree. You will have to literally pull some energy in, and but it will work.
It will work. And I see money and help come in, resources, supplies, whatever you're looking for will be provided. Never forget that that universe can put a person or put you in a situation, and 1 minute you look destitute, and the next minute it's like bounties just flowing in, because you're on your path, and because this is for the greater good, and because it's your business. Of course, Spirit is behind you, universe is behind you, your guides, everybody. So yes, I see you successful, but stop worrying about it, baby. Just say thank you.
Carpe diem.
I know that. Just know that never has Spirit let you down, that it was not for your best good. And this is for everyone's best and highest good, it's yours and the world. So of course, Spirit's going to have you and give you everything you need. Trust Spirit, and trust yourself. Trust yourself. You know what you're doing. Don't be afraid.
Anyhow, we're going to move on.
Yeah.
It's 2 minutes.
Okay, let's go. Let's roll.
She also says the wish card. Yay! So make a wish.
Yeah.
Kimberly Ledieu Ayers asks or says, hello everyone. Hope all is well with everyone. Polynesian Princess says hello.
Hi, Polynesian.
Miriam M says yes. Polynesian Princess asks, what happened with me and the Gemini man? We started talking again, then he stopped again randomly.
He's afraid. The guy, ever since, I've always felt he has the deep-seated fear, not of you, but of being loved, of being cared for, allowing himself to be happy. What do you get? Very
much so. He had a very difficult relationship with his mother. And so that and that's really, young guys, whether they talk about their feelings or not many are willing to, but these deep hurts, they carry over into their marriages, and they carry over into the relationships. And it's just something that he's going to have to outgrow or work through himself. And while you can point the way and help him, you can't change him. He has to voluntarily change on his own. Pray for him. Use visualization, speak positive words, do whatever you can so that he will feel comfortable enough around you to tell you his deepest, darkest secrets, because rejection is not cool for him. He can't take rejection. So he would rather be the rejecter, but he's still interested in you. So see where that goes, because Geminis are kind of funny, and I'm a Gemini, so I know how my mind works and how things work for me. And they tend to be fickle in love. But if he's still calling you, don't answer. Don't answer the first time, and see how desperate he gets, because right now he doesn't know how much he cares for you, and you're always there. So you're going to have to play hard to get, baby. That's all there is to it. I don't care if you're 99. You know how to do it. Play hard to get. Don't answer that phone call. Don't answer that text. I'm busy right now, darling. And see how desperate he gets to talk to you.
Good advice.
All right, moving on. Tay Tay asks, hello, lovely ladies. What is coming towards me during the first half of June?
What was the name?
Tay-Tay.
Tay. Yeah, I see her on there. What's going to happen for you in the first week of June?
First half of June.
Well, you must know. You're hoping to get out of there. I think you had a trip planned. This is what I'm hearing. You had a trip planned, and you're hoping that the area will be open again so that you can go. Is that correct? What did you get, Elijah?
Well, not exactly that, but I got that that the first 2 weeks of June are going to be very expansive and exciting. So it's very similar energy.
Yeah, I hope they're going on a trip because it looks like, well, you know, we've all been on the lockdown, but what I got for you was some travel and some kind of either class reunion or friends or family kind of get together sometime in June, the first 2 weeks of June. No.
That's
what I
good.
got.
Basically, the energy is positive.
Oh, definitely positive.
Yeah.
This would be a good idea. Yeah, good thing to do if that's what's in the plans.
Okay. Jennifer Schwab says, hello, ladies. Hope you're doing well. Eliz-sha, I have been feeling discombobulated energy this week, making me feel off. Can I get an energy clearing? Thank you so very much.
And how did your father feel yesterday afterwards?
Yes, and
I will do it afterwards.
yeah, and I will come back to that when it pops up because YouTube lag. Yay!
My daughter's very
Animated.
she's not terribly fond of when the platforms mess up.
Well, it's kind of annoying and it makes my job hard.
Hey, I understand that.
And it also adds to not being able to send confirmation when needed, right? Give the people confirmation when needed.
Right. And there's a lag on the feed too. So I'm the one that gets in a big fat hurry, you know. I'm just all blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Crack
But
the whip.
I wanted to put in a little bit of a side here.
Okay.
Jennifer said discombobulated because
That's her.
that's one of my favorite words.
I love that word because it's absolutely feeling like your head is up here and one foot's in the spirit and one foot's over here on the, you know, so you're kind of, I know what discombobulated is. Sometimes I come on here like a talking head and my body's not with me.
Yeah. But Jennifer, just know that a lot of that has to do with what I said in the reading, that it's we're got 1 foot in one level and another foot in another level.
Okay,
but
on.
Yes, it doesn't stop it from feeling really bad.
All right, moving on. We have questions.
Yes, dear.
The Polynesian Princess says, nice to meet you, Kenna. You both look very beautiful. Indigo Spirit asks, hello, ladies. How many more relationships do you see me having in this lifetime? Thank you.
Indigo.
As many as you need.
I'm sorry, that was such an evil laugh.
Well, could you specify, like, was it relationship with friends, relationship at work, relationship with
probably a significant other
I suspect a significant other, but that was my thought too.
Well, you know, the first number I got was 7, but I just don't think that's enough. Me personally, Kenna doesn't think that's enough, depending on your age. You know, if you have already been married, instead of looking at that person so hard and saying how well that person fits into your life, you need to look at you. And I mean this with all love and concern. I really do. But look at your life and see if you're going to fit in that person's life. And I just feel like that you need to, I'll never step over and on into your free will, but I don't know why I got the number 7 relationships, but relationships, I like to be specific. If it's a love relationship, I have this feeling that, well, you can make this work if you want to, There might be, you might want to wait. You might want to date around, date different people because you like a specific type and a specific look. And what you need may not be wrapped up in that specific type and that specific look. And it's up to you how many relationships you want.
And some of those relationships might be a week.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because relationships come into our lives for a reason. And it's usually a lesson, joy.
And sometimes you can go on a date with a guy and date him a week and go, he's just a total weirdo. No, you know, so there's a relationship. So until I can get clearer and have more time, because understand that when we do the interactives we're going to be doing, or it's a private reading, you can book it through Wisdom Seekers with any of the readers. We put all our focus, time, and energy on you for that allotted space of time. We're prepared and ready. Sometimes
that's
when
totally
I'm
different energy than 2 minutes.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I agree. Having said that, we are going to do on the 6th of June, we're going to do a interactive, and it's going to be for all the readers on Wisdom Seekers. And it will be slightly different. In this one, we will do yes, no questions that are for free, but the rest of them will be paid for. And everybody who's on will be able to answer. So you might get everybody's input, or you might get one person's input, but know that it's going to be really good.
Four different perspectives of your situation. So everybody's going to see something different, just like I read differently and see differently from Elijah.
Yeah.
So I can't wait because the energy is going to be just wow and good.
It will be popping.
All right, I'm gonna move this along. We're at like 40 something minutes. Maurizia Corona asks, hello, will I find true love this year?
You will find true love. Not necessarily this year.
Love yourself. You're the only true love.
Anyhow, what my daughter just said, that is the most important person to love is yourself. And I keep saying this, and I sound like a broken record. The more you love yourself, the more you can find love. All right. So instead of looking for somebody, look inside, love who you are, and that other person will find you. And the faster you love yourself, the faster that other person will find you. And honestly, what I'm picking up when that person finds you, it will be a true love. What do you get, Kenna?
Yes, I have cold chills on that because I think she's got some people to meet. You know, but I did get true love if she would be patient. You know, don't jump the gun. Just be patient, and true love will find you, because I saw a picture of someone I love dearly, and it's a very good marriage. So,
and you know, not everybody gets that.
Mm-mm.
Very, very few people in the world actually get true love when they marry.
And it's not so much, says the mouth, not so much true love that you want unconditional love.
yes, that's
you don't
it.
Want the fairy tale prince meets princess, true love wakes her up. You want the unconditional love of yourself, friends, family.
Oh, yes. You can't be an island. You can't isolate yourself, you and this person. You have to have your own separate interest in life. That's part of loving yourself, that you are whole by yourself before you get connected with someone, because he'll be able to correct if that's the love of your life, your soulmate. As Elijah has said, the chakras are very important because they're going to line up. You know, that's one of the good things. Whatever you're lacking, he can feel. Whatever he's lacking, you could feel, and that will balance out. But I would wait for that.
It's worth waiting for.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, and on that note, Eagle Frisk asks, hi, I always ask the same question. Do you have a message for me from spirit guides?
And the answer to that this time is it's time that you start listening to yourself. You have all the skills. You do actually have a lot of tremendous amount of skills, and you have remembered a lot. So it's time. You can get confirmation from us for a while, but it is time to listen. Listen to your heart. It's time to speak. It's time to listen to your heart and speak from your heart. What do you get?
Well, that was a true for sure thing, because I was told to be quiet on that and let you speak. So,
All right.
yep.
Naomi C asks, hello, will there ever be romance for me and the woman that I am currently living with?
Okay, there is going to be romance for you, not necessarily there.
It's not funny. It's not funny. I'm sorry, I'm laughing, but I see that he can have lots of romance, but just not there.
Yeah, that's
Basically
exactly what I got.
Yeah. All right.
That's pretty cool.
Angelica here with a $5 super chat asks,
Hi, Angie.
what's coming in love for me? And basically her question is, will I ever be married?
Okay, I'm not going to answer this one because I've read for this lady and I know the story. I'm a touch biased.
I feel like she is probably in her 40s or 50s,
Yep.
and that she has been married.
Early 40s, I think.
And she has been married before. And she would really like, she's very, very gun shy, although she puts herself out there and she makes all, the efforts. She's still really reserved, which is attractive to a lot of people.
She's a very beautiful woman.
Very. And so, yes, absolutely, she's going to get married again, but it's going to be someone from not around her area. Honey, you need to travel to some places that you would like to live, or to get into contact with some, I don't know, through your work.
Can I ask a question here?
Yes, ma'am.
She lives in New York area. Is it north of New York?
No, she's in the perfect place. It could be, as long as she's in that area, she's fine. She's fine. She's absolutely. And I get that the guy is, I don't know if she's seeing anybody right now, but the gentleman I see has got that coming for her, that will be appearing into her life, is dark. He's Italian. And
not likely Italian.
Uh-huh. And he
I doubt she'd go out of her racial.
Really?
Yeah, but the guy, I can guarantee the guy would be dark.
Well, okay, so when I see that, I know I just automatically say Italian, but I also did see international. So I believe that he travels, and somewhere in the mix, especially New York. Oh my gosh. Even though it's such a big town with all these people and, big city and all that, the one that's destined for you at this time, remember, we're playing the game of life, honey, and it's still your decision. So when you meet this darker, complected guy, for the first time, you're going to want to chase somebody, instead of it being the other way around, because you can have anybody, but you want a specific thing and you're not trusting what you used to have, which was, I don't want to speak ill of your ex, but what you had, and you don't want that. So be very careful that that you have the brains, the beauty, and the gifts, and that you want that kind of partner too. You want someone equal to, or someone that can challenge you mentally. You got to have that. Just got to have it. Somebody with the same interests. And I see him coming, and he does something in London, England, like not England. Hold on, France. He does something over there. So that's where although he lives in the New York area, so he's not always going to be around. But that's what he does for a living. So he looks quite prosperous and successful. And I see him as he carries a briefcase, so that tells me he's an executive, honey.
Sounds good.
All right. Queen Empress with a $10 super chat asks,
thank you, Queen Empress.
Hi, ladies. Is it safe for me to be friends with Peaches?
Nope. Mm-mm.
And I agree. I got the same energy.
Nope.
All right. So going.
No, we should give her a little bit more.
Oh, and the reason being is that you do some things when you're with Peaches that you wouldn't normally do. There's nothing wrong with Peaches, but a little dangerous at this point right now. Don't know why, just a little cautionary thing that you need to listen to your own intuition, to your own gut. And if you get a funny feeling about something, you're right. So whatever suspicions you have about your friend's Peaches, you just want confirmation that those feelings are accurate, and they are, baby. They are.
Yeah, trust yourself. And
Trust
thank you
yourself,
very, very much, Queen Empress.
All right.
Thank you so much. I want you to have good.
So Positive for Life says, right, they didn't want to share and help nor show support. I said, all right, I can do this, and new energy of helping going to come in eventually. I will take both of y'all's advice. Thank you very much. Talking
What?
about her
That's the business.
Yes.
Remember, yeah.
You confirmed exactly what happened to her.
Yeah.
You're spot on.
See, trust
Oh.
yourself.
Thank you, God.
You don't
Thank
need
you.
the confirmation. You know the answer. You don't need the confirmation.
Okay, okay. You crack that whip over here and I've changed my attitude. I'm all happy she's going to meet the man. Hey, we want some purses and stuff when he goes over there. So don't forget about us.
Polynesian Princess also says, yes, that is very true. He told me a little about about him and his mother. Going back to her Gemini talking and then not.
The Polynesian Princess.
Yes, the gentleman the Gemini, he needs a mama, honey, and you feel those roles to a point, but he doesn't.
Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want that.
You don't want to be the mom in the relationship.
You've already got your own kids.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Karen Sue asks, does the Virgo woman I am around a lot have feelings for me?
Yes.
Ask her out.
If
Yeah.
you're interested in that, yes.
I mean, I'm assuming those kind of questions, if you're asking them, you're kind of curious and or interested, so just make a move.
Yeah.
Just do it.
So we have 3 readers on today.
You betcha.
I'm always mouthy. This has never changed.
But you're a little more so than usual.
Probably.
I think
Yeah,
I can
I
blame
like
that on Kenna.
Probably.
What do I think about that one about Elle?
No, I said we can blame Elsa doing readings on you.
No, that's fine. That's fine by me. There's the number 3's power. So you know what? There's 3 of us here. So
Yeah.
go ahead.
She doesn't usually jump in quite so much.
I
mean,
love
She
it.
is very accurate,
I
though.
have words,
Yes.
but I don't always say them.
Go ahead, Elle.
All right. So
Go ahead and say it.
Oh, I already did. I had my piece. I don't care anymore.
Thank you so much, though.
Polynesian Princess says, thank you so much. Very good advice. Tay says, I didn't have any set plans, but me and my family were at least talking about going to see family. Thank you, ladies, very much. I'm glad that things are looking good for me in June.
And look after your bunny.
Yeah, Ren.
How did the puppy come out? How did your puppy?
Oh yeah, how is Flower?
How's
The
Flower?
flower or the
Flower.
was
Or
the
in
one,
Shadow too.
Flower.
yeah, the one that had an operation.
Right.
How is she?
Shadow. Okay, moving on. Jennifer Schwab says, my dad said he felt better afterwards. Thank you for doing so much for doing the clearing for him. He has been recovering from his shoulder injury and the pain was stressing him out. We've been giving him TLC.
Yeah.
I mean, sick men, right? All right, and at the moment, Queen Empress ends us on. Thank you so much, ladies. You are very welcome, Eliz-sha.
This is a blast with Kenna, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh, thank you. I'm having a great time here because they don't get on to me like when I don't know something, or I'm like not know something but know how to work, don't know something, or I think I don't know it, or that I don't know the technical, or I can't, whatever. But remember now, I'm this age and I'm not that tech savvy, but I'm getting there. But I want to say thank you to wisdom seekers in this platform because I love to read, and you can tell that it's almost like word vomit when it comes out because this is my interaction with the world. I'm still in lockdown here, and being older and just my husband and I here, it gets kind of lonely. So you're all my friends, and I'm sharing my light, and I'm fortunate enough. I'm blessed. I feel like my prayers have been answered to find wisdom keepers because I like this group. And I mean, I learn something every time I speak to one of them. It's just amazing. And they're not preaching. They're
And you're an answer to our prayers too.
Mhm.
Well, thank you. I feel it's a good fit.
Tay says Flower hasn't gotten fixed yet, and Shadow is doing pretty well. She is still in some pain, but she is much happier than she was before.
Oh, that's good. And she's milking it, right?
And Mama B, I didn't skip anyone who hasn't already asked a question.
Did Mama B ask a question?
No. Stars aligned. If I skipped her, it's because her question didn't come up.
And that happens quite regularly on YouTube.
Because I don't see it.
So,
So
if you know the question,
Please repost it.
yeah.
And Tay says, yes, she is, LOL.
That's one of the things I got for her puppy was she's gonna milk it for everything she could.
All right, Stars Aligned asks if there will be a passion for her and MB.
Will there be a passion for her and
MB.
And V.
NV.
Like victory.
Okay, sorry. I got that wrong yesterday too.
Master victory. Monster victory?
No, I don't
Make
know.
a choice.
and her name is
Stars Aligned.
Stars Aligned. And she's looking to see if MV is good for her.
Yeah.
If there's passion there. It's and passion, quite frankly, is not necessarily love.
Nope. So if you want passion, well, sometimes
You know, if they've got pants, probably yes, there would be they can have passion.
and you can
want
have
more
passion.
than that. That would be the question.
Sometimes the worst relationships are the passionate ones. Well, I know that that's all, yay, we're broke, but we can have sex for free and all this junk, and we can have all that. No, you want love, because love and sex are two different things. They do go hand in hand.
Just a corollary, sorry to cut you off, just a corollary. We do not like answering questions about sex. Not on a public forum.
But you can come to my Facebook page and I'll tell you.
No, but I mean, we should.
We do like to keep we don't want it to be X-rated.
No.
So
I mean, we have it set for mature audiences and all that jazz, but some of us work with images. Not everybody likes watching that kind of image.
But Kenna's okay with it. She said she wouldn't mind.
But I just.
Yeah. So Kenna, you can do it with me. I prefer not.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll try to, and generally I speak very in terms that would not reveal anything or make anyone embarrassed. I'm very much sympathetic for that.
No, it's not so much that. It's just for us and other people who listen because they enjoy what we do or talk with us.
Not everybody
enjoys
wants
that
it
kind
X-rated
of question as well.
True.
So, and it's not because we don't want to know. Well, we don't want to know about your sex life.
but saying it that way, passion is not quite as
but Mama B is speculating on her meaning of on Stars Aligned's meaning of passion. So I'm just tossing that out there because every once in a while we have to remind people we do not do.
Where we say we have to remind, she means she reminds.
Right, and I forget because I just answer bloop and I forget sometimes that there could be children on or we can't control all the times what they're doing.
Well, some of the people that are on are teenagers.
Yeah.
And I'm darn certain that they know what we're talking about, but they're still teenagers.
Yeah.
I got you now.
But yeah, anyhow, just there's just a few things we will not answer. We will not give you a name of a significant other or a possible significant other,
Because
What
that stops you from looking outside.
what they look like, where the possible
Well,
encounter will
sometimes I'll do
happen.
that.
We don't give you solid information because you close yourself off to other potentials.
True. So
So-
don't do that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll keep it broad,
Well, you can do that in readings. That's
Yeah.
different.
but for the
But,
most part, we keep everything broad. Also, time. At least Mom and I are bad at time, so don't do it.
I am too. Me too.
Most good psychics would never give you time because they're all 99% of psychics who are decent, they don't get time.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Last question, and then
Did
will
we
wrap it
answer
up.
the last one?
Somewhat as we spoke, somebody else added, because they do.
Yeah, we have a lot of readers on the here as well.
Oh yeah.
And I apologize because I'm going to butcher this.
Okay.
Ajitha asks, "Hello, please tell me about my relationship."
That's
Which
pretty
one,
open-ended.
darling?
That is pretty open-ended.
I like a little bit more information.
Right. Right. Could it be family? Could it be your significant other? Could it be
Yeah.
a potential? Could it be a girlfriend? Could it be a boyfriend? Could it be a friend, old friend, new friend? See,
Yeah.
there's so much out there. So
Yeah,
just
and we could probably take the time and figure it out.
Yeah,
But it
just
does
tell
take
us.
time. And it does help to have some kind of an energy to hang on to it. For instance, if you give us the name Libra, it's harder to catch that energy than say George.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
because literally names have power.
Mhm.
That's why in all the old books, the fairy tales and everything, you never give out your name because your name has power.
Hmm.
Um,
And that's why it's easy to catch if somebody identifies, like for instance, an example would be Moonflower. If
Right.
they identify with that name, then you can catch the energy easily enough. But with her name is, for instance, Dolores, you
Yeah.
can catch it even better.
Got you. And I feel that way too.
Yeah.
I feel like I get more information by, I don't know. We're gonna have to figure that out, Elijah.
Yeah, and so and it is because names have power. And you do want to be careful who you give your name to. That's why there's a lot of nom de plumes on
Yeah.
here.
So just to clarify for Stars Align, will she have passion with MB or not?
But it's a physical passion, right?
That's what we're speculating.
Okay, there's chemistry. They have chemistry now. I think before anything happens, this person would like to know, is that partner going to be any good at it?
Probably.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Will
So-
there be
Well,
fireworks
okay,
at the end of the tunnel?
okay, well, this is what I got. There might be fireworks. There might be, but afterwards it might be a show and tell. So I'd be a little careful about this one.
I would too, because you don't want any, I believe that is very private between the two people. And if I am with a man, or if my significant other or a potential mate that I would consider someone I wanted to marry was telling everybody about what we did, I wouldn't like that.
No.
If he can't keep that between he and I, because that is an intimate relationship. Nope.
And I'm all for sex. Don't get me wrong.
Me too.
I think sex is a healthy, wonderful way to get rid of energy that is pent up. But it you want it to be healthy. You want it to be give and take. It's not give and take and shove over to somebody else.
Yes.
So just yes, you can have this, but at the same time, later on, you may regret it.
The question is, do you trust this person enough to have 10, 20 minutes of this intimacy that you will share a memory of?
Or maybe, well, 10, 20 minutes, you're not going to remember that.
No, but
But-
you know what I
But
mean.
but an evening, a day, a night, you might. So just make sure it's worth your while.
Yes, because sometimes they just, the chase is all about that, and that's all the intention is. And I'm not saying that's true, but while one person's mind thinks hormones, this person over here thinks hormones, and it's, you know, or passion or whatever. I would just be very careful, especially because he likes to talk and tell, and I wouldn't want my business all over the place with everybody knowing what my privates look like or anything else about me or what I'm like. That's only for a select few.
I mean, this is a very intimate act between two people.
But
or
it's
a
not, it's
group of
not just,
people.
it's just not that. It's that,
You don't want the world knowing your intimate acts.
Nope.
in the society we live in, it's still,
Taboo.
and that's generally it's still taboo for a woman to have a relationship unless it's long term. For a man, it's nothing. It's just a notch in the belt.
Yep.
I didn't bring my kids up that way, honestly,
Nope.
because I don't agree with that. But
Right.
you still have to consider that's the way a great deal of the people on Earth still think.
And you also taught us to respect ourselves and go with people that make us feel comfortable, or try to.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean we don't make mistakes.
No.
We do.
But just
And are they mistakes or are they lessons? They're lessons.
Yeah, quite often it's either fun or it's a lesson.
Right on.
Positive for Life chimes in and says, once you do it, there's a level of energy exchange. If things go bad down the road, it can be hard to break the soul tide.
And that's true.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
We have a lot of very highly evolved people on this.
Mm-hmm. It basically goes back to, do you trust this person enough to be passionate with them?
And you got our answer quite long.
Yep. And since Ajitha did not reply, we can wrap this
Be careful what you say.
this thing up. Also, Jennifer Schwab agrees with Positive for Life. So
Yeah.
there you go. A whole
Okay.
bunch of mother hens clucking away.
So I will do, I think it's Earth.
Yeah.
And I will do simply a tarot reading, nothing more, no questions.
I love your tarot readings. I
Yeah.
love your tarot readings.
But they're fun.
They're accurate.
I just grab the thing and I just read.
It'll probably be a pre-recorded.
Yeah, because we might do a pre-recorded, so it'll be about 10, 15 minutes. Because whatever day it was supposed to be, Wednesday, that we had Aaron and you on,
Mhm.
I didn't do that day.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's wrap this up.
So let's do the hasta mañanas. So namaste, namasko.
And ring the bell everywhere you follow us to find out where we're live next.
And
That's
right.
it's tomorrow on Wisdom Seekers. Aaron is going to be on, I believe it's 4:00 Pacific time, though it says today. Again, she's having trouble with her eyes again, so we're giving her another day off. And so tomorrow, and then Sunday we have at 2:00 we have Sadie, who is the animal communicator, and she's fabulous. She's great. Be there, be square, because she's fun. She's interesting. And with that, I'm going to say again goodbye. Bye. Talk to you in a minute.
I love y'all. I love you all. And Aaron, I'm praying for you and sending you good positive energy. You got under too much stress, honey. You got to chill out. You're having migraines.
Yeah, she does.
Botox.
It's like $4,000.
It's expensive. It's not fun.
It's only $10 a unit.
Nah, here in Canada, we
Canada,
get
it's
Botox. It's
$4,000.
$4,000 and it's not covered by
Medical.
Medicare.
All right, let's go. Talk privately.
Bye.